ثلاثة مليونيرات أجانب يجتمعون على يخت فاخر. اثنان اعتنقا الإسلام حديثا، وواحد مازال مسيحي لكنه يفكر في الأمر. هل يمكن للثراء والإيمان أن يتعايشا دون تضارب؟ في هذا الحوار المثير للجدل يكشفون كيف غير الإسلام نظرتهم للحياة من رفض الثالوث إلى بناء إمبراطوريات أخلاقية، وكيف يوازنون بين الدنيا والآخرة في عالم الغرب اليوم. هل سيغير هذا الثالث رأيه أمامكم؟ شاهد هذه المناقشة الصادمة التي قد تهز مفاهيمك عن الإسلام والنجاح.
Both of you went to Catholic school. You're a Muslim. You're looking into Islam. What pushed you to know that Islam was the truth for you?
Right, so 12 years of Catholic schooling, read the Bible many times before I even knew what the Quran was. But the way I view religions, all of them globally, it's humans' attempts to interpret the truth and understand how we're meant to live. What's the optimal way to live as a human and to think and conduct ourselves? You cannot debate that Islam has more clear guidance than any other faith. More day-to-day, broken down, this is how you live, this is how you act, whether it's business or combat or family duties, everything. If I want to run a business, for example, I don't want some broad, vague strategy document. I want clear checklists. I want do this, do that. Islam has given me that do this, do that in a level of specificity and clear guidance that Christianity just doesn't have, said with respect. Where are you at with your journey there, bro?
Yeah, so I'm still discovering where I want to go with my journey, and it's a really great thing. But the cool thing that I'm in right now, technically I'm Catholic, I guess, and I love the Bible and I've read it several times. And I think he's a man. And Islam thinks the same thing. But here's the cool thing. I've prayed in Orthodox churches, I've prayed in Catholic churches, and I've prayed with you actually specifically in mosques. So what's the real difference here? We're all worshiping the same God. I think it's just a different kind of viewpoint here. And I think one builds on the other. And actually, if you do read the Quran, which I have several times, by the way, I read the Quran the first time in Catholic school, by the way. Interesting. It was very, very cool. And when I read it the first time, I said, oh, well, this kind of just builds on what the Bible was writing anyway. And this is why I'm so interested in it. This is why I love Islam as a religion and why I get along so well in the Middle East and with Muslims like you guys. Yeah.
So essentially, you're a truth seeker and you're a smart, intelligent man. So inshallah, you'll find the same place that we've found. But what I'll say is, if you were to buy an iPhone, do you want the iPhone 8 or do you want the iPhone 16 Pro? You want the latest version, right? If what you're referring to, that the different religions are different attempts to interpret the truth, why not go with the most recent, the most detailed, without in any way cheapening anything, the iPhone 16 Pro? That's my thinking. What about you, bro?
I think it's important to understand that when you look at all religions, Islam doesn't say Christianity and Judaism are false. They are part of the one true religion. Versus if you look at Christianity and Judaism, they say Islam is false, right? They don't believe in us, but we believe in them. And I just look at it logically. It logically makes complete sense that they would come one by one to complete the one true religion, right? There's not three religions. There's not Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. There's Islam, and Islam.
Alhamdulillah.
Jewel, we're both Muslims. Alhamdulillah. We're on a super yacht. What do you say to the people who go, oh, Muslims shouldn't be doing this. You're chasing the dunya.
Okay, nice. So I'd start with the fact that, as we all know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the strong believer more than the weak believer. And nowadays, strength correlates with your ability to look after your people, which is money. I don't think there's anything wrong with chasing money. Yeah, don't be attached to it. Don't get identity from I don't even wear watches nowadays. Don't try and feel special because of material stuff. This dunya is very fleeting, as we know. But why not enjoy it? We've been gifted this human experience. Why not enjoy it? I think that thinking that as a Muslim you can't enjoy the physical world or you shouldn't be chasing cash, I don't think it serves the ummah. I really think there's nothing wrong with getting the most out of this human experience and working as hard as you can to take care of your people, give good sadaqah, good zakat, but don't be attached to it. Have it in the hand, not in the heart. I'd say one of the biggest lessons I've received from Islam, alhamdulillah, is a lack of attachment to the material world. I don't care about this. I'm just having fun with my friends. Is that not a positive thing? What's your thoughts on this one, mate? Because you must get a lot of hate about this as well.
Yeah, I do. And it's important to understand. I think people forget that the Sahaba were incredibly wealthy. That's something I get on. If we were to calculate some of the Sahaba's net worth today, it'd be billions. And they're the only people that were guaranteed Jannah and they are very successful. So we just have to understand, in this modern world, wealthy Muslims are needed. They make the ummah better. They help during wars. They help during struggles. And there's absolutely nothing in Islam that says being wealthy and spending your wealth to do things like this is wrong. You know, most successful people, they stay in their own groups. They don't really go out much. And you guys, you know, you've been mates for about a year and a half now, come from different circles, both successful. How does a successful man go about finding the right brothers to surround himself with?
It's a bit of a unique story with us. I believe in anti-networking at this point. I want less friends. So the fact that Tom and I have formed a really powerful brotherhood very quickly, I think it's capability-based. That's the main one. So I had an event coming up, weapons and tactics training event, needed a new trainer. Saw this man online, looked into him a bit, understood his background. I thought he'd be a good fit. And for the first time in, I think, 2 years since I retired from corporate, I said, we need to do a Zoom call. Because you need to have an actual, feel of who someone is. So everything clicked, and then it was like, all right, let's go and run this event together. Pretty high-speed event. Pushed the limits a bit, but everything went well. From that, you see a man's character. From doing something difficult and risk-based and challenging, that's when you can really judge a guy. Everyone has a nice interview face. Everyone talks a good game. You need to get out there and do some interesting things, ideally with a bit of risk involved. That's how you can see whether a brother's on the level. That would be my view.
Yeah, I mean, the best way that I can say it really is that, once again, capability is number one. Skill set, number two. But being able to trust somebody and being able to do things that are hard, do things that are a little bit more high level, a little bit more intimate. You really get to know somebody when they get into a high-level situation. And he and I feel like we've been friends for how long? 10 years, 20 years maybe. I can trust him with my family. I can trust him with my kids. I can trust him with anything in my safety. Why is that? That is because we went high-level right away. We trusted each other. And when it comes to networking, you have to go in with a group of people that you can actually develop a level of trust with.
So I just asked my brother Canyon his age, and I had to ask him twice. He's 20. Brother, at the age of 20, I was crawling around in the mud getting shot at as a soldier. I didn't even know this sort of reality existed. How do you balance living an incredible life full of abundance in the dunya, but also staying on Sirat al-Mustaqim, the straight path?
I think you have to understand that Islam teaches balance. And life is like pendulums. We swing from side to side. And as long as you don't live in one extreme for too long, you understand that what we have right now is fleeting. You enjoy it, but you never make this monetary life that we have, this on a super yacht, the most important thing. It's all about priorities, right?
On that, I see when people worship money, I think that's a form of shirk. You cannot put that ahead of God, really.
You have something to say?
Yeah, honestly, it's not money is not the root of all evil. There's no evil in money. There's no evil in having and attaining wealth and abundance. It's the love of it. The love of it and making this more important than what your works are, than what your vision is, than what you do for other people. That's where the evil comes in.
And you need to know what you want the money for. If the money is for watches, the money is for yachts, that's wrong. Is your money to help people? Is it to help your family?
So again,
it's to help your health?
The niyyah piece, the intent behind your money getting is vital, yeah?
Exactly. It's all about intent.
هكذا يظهر هذا الحوار كيف يجمع الإسلام بين النجاح الدنيوي والروحاني، مذكرا الجميع بأن التوازن هو مفتاح السعادة الحقيقية. شاركنا رأيك في التعليقات. هل يمكن للثراء أن يكون طريقا للإيمان؟ لا تنسى الإعجاب بالفيديو، الاشتراك في قناة فيرا للمزيد من القصص عن الإسلام في الغرب، وتفعيل الجرس ليصلك كل جديد. شكرا لمتابعتكم، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.